hybrid inverter or external charge controller, which one actually makes more engineering sense? Let's break it down in simple terms.
An external charge controller is a separate MPPT that takes power from your panels and charges the battery directly. The inverter is a different box. A hybrid inverter puts the MPPT, battery charger, and inverter all into one chassis. An external MPPT system is a custom PC tower, modular and repairable. A hybrid inverter is a laptop, compact and integrated, but harder to fix. Next, voltage and copper. External controllers usually buck PV voltage down to 12, 24 or 48 volts right at the batteries. That means high current, thick cables, more copper cost, and higher I²R losses in the DC wiring. Hybrids keep the PV side at high voltage, often 3 to 500 volts, all the way into the inverter. Low current, thinner cables, and better wiring efficiency. So hybrids save you copper. Externals cost more in copper, but give you other benefits. Now, the brain. Most external MPPTs are battery-centric. They just see battery voltage and run bulk, absorption, and float. Unless you add extra communication hardware, they're basically grid blind. A hybrid, on the other hand, is the system brain. It sees your PV, your battery, your grid meter, and your house loads at the same time. It can decide in milliseconds, feed the loads, charge the battery, or export to the grid. For self-consumption, optimization, and grid interaction, hybrids clearly win. What about scalability? With external controllers, scaling is easy. If you want more solar, you just bolt on another MPPT and wire it into the same battery bank. It's modular and almost endless as long as your batteries can take the current. With a hybrid, you're limited by the built-in MPPT rating. Durability and heat. A hybrid inverter is packed with power electronics in a tight box and usually relies on fans. High component density means higher internal temperatures. And we know, for capacitors, roughly every 10 degrees hotter can halve their life. External MPPTs are often just big aluminium heat sinks with no moving parts. They run cooler and more relaxed. Fans pull in dust and moisture. Heatsinks just sit there and quietly do their job. Finally, failure modes and redundancy. In a hybrid, if one internal section fails, the whole unit can shut down. You lose your PV and your AC in one shot, a true single point of failure. In a modular system with external MPPTs, if one controller dies, you only lose that PV capacity. The inverter keeps running. The other controllers keep charging. The system degrades gracefully instead of collapsing.
Now your turn. For your next project, which would you choose, a hybrid inverter or external charge controller, and why? Comment, hybrid or external MPPT. Follow for more solar engineering breakdowns like this.